Today we're giving away the secret marketing sauce.
Secret sauce?
Secret sauce. We're actually bringing out some truths, peel back the layers of all this fluff.
Shining the light on this industry as a whole.
Maybe you should stay away from it. Hi everybody, welcome to Real Estate Raw and Uncut. This is episode 148. I'm Byron Lazine. He is Tim Beret.
What are we going to do on episode 150?
150? Brittany's going to come make an appearance again.
We should have people tell us what we should do.
Brittany, we'll tell you ahead of time so you don't have to wear your gym clothes. Yeah, we're getting close to 150. That's a hundred.
I remember when we got to 50, we thought it was just huge.
We did a big thing for 50 and then we did nothing for 100, I don't think. No, we didn't do anything really big. I mean, I don't know what we did, but it wasn't as big as 50. So you should go back and check out 50. It's a pretty awful episode, but
come on, they're all awful.
But 148, that's consistent marketing right there. Every single week, 148 weeks straight, putting out video content. And we're going to talk about marketing today.
Well, it's funny.
We never talk about marketing.
Well, most of the time we don't talk about us.
It's true.
And most of the time we don't try to draw too much attention to us, our company, and what we do. But in this case, when it comes to marketing, I feel like we've got such an edge given the systems that are set up here that we would almost be doing an injustice to ourselves and to the industry if we didn't talk about it.
Absolutely. If you've been following us for the 148, then you know we're big believers in sharing. It's going to come back tenfold. Why is it that some properties will expire off the market, they'll come back on at the same price, and they'll sell within 30, 60 days when they were previously listed and marketed for 100 days or a full year or whatever it may be?
Well, some of that is the property got stagnant, right? So if you didn't make a change to the price, if you didn't switch up the photos, if you didn't do anything and you just let it ride, it's going to work its way down to the bottom of any kind of website that you're on.
So you said something there. Photos. When I go into listing appointments, I say to everyone, whether you're going to hire me to sell your home, whether you're going to do it on your own, which costs you about $550, right? Excluding all your marketing expenses, but to get on the MLS and so on and so forth. Or if you're going to list with somebody else in the marketplace, I beg and I plead that the first thing that you do, I don't have my phone, I usually tap on my phone, is get professional photography done. Because everybody's on their phone looking at these properties. So if it's a waterfront property, aerial shot. If it's not waterfront, beautiful, fantastic, professional, bright photography, so that when you're scrolling down a Zillow or a Home Snap maybe, or something else,
sure,
you click on the photo and you see the rest of the story. From there, does it have floor plan? You can go a number of different ways from there. Does it have video?
We're good?
We got a full card on our, what is this, a Canon camera that we use. And Brittany's going to figure out how to tie this in because we do it raw and uncut on Raw and Uncut.
Absolutely. So
you were about to toot the horn of Seaport Real Estate Group. Brittany's going to link up our fantastic Facebook page if you're watching on YouTube.
And rarely do we do that because we feel like, the proof is in the pudding, and it's just, if you look at the numbers and you look at what we're doing, then that's enough.
Yeah.
But on this one, if really the gauge of telling what is determining whether something works or not is having everything else, all the variables stay the exact same, and then changing one variable.
Right.
And if you only change one variable, yet everything like price, the properties, they're obviously staying the same, but you change the marketing.
Yeah.
And you change a couple things. You change the agency, right? So change the agency, change the marketing.
You're always, if you're changing the agency and say you're coming to a Seaport Real Estate Group, yes, the marketing's going to change, but the follow-up, the communication, the coordinating of the transaction, all that.
The consumer doesn't see that.
Right. That's all on the back end.
So if you kept that price the same subdivision.
Yeah, to a buyer's perspective.
Buyer's perspective. Let's say and this just happened. So you guys, we took a subdivision, right? That had been on the market for a long, long time.
Mystic Way. Can we link that up too, Brittany? Link it up.
It had
Mystic Way.
I don't think we had. There weren't. The previous agent, and I love him, did not have anything penned for 2 years.
Yeah, it was over. I think it was a year and a half. Over a year
and a half.
Yeah.
So we come in, we do what we do, right? Add that secret sauce, and within 30 days, we have 2 of these new constructions under contract.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So a couple different things in the marketing strategy there. Prices stayed exactly the same.
Yep.
2 of the spec homes have been built for quite some time. The photography, but it's, so I've been harping on the photography, and all listings 100% across the board, unless it's a rental right now, should have professional photography in this country. I don't care where you're listing it, if you're a FISBO or if you're an actual agent or whatever. But once you have the professional photography, what's the distribution look like, right? So we always bring up the example of when we were in our old office back in the day, you know, somebody very close to us wrote this book and didn't have the distribution down, right? You can have the best book in the world. If you haven't built up awareness, don't know how to distribute, sales will have a huge impact, right?
Yeah.
So what does your distribution look like? Because, and I'm going to steal a Tom Ferry quote, all marketing is to generate appointments. All marketing is to generate appointments. So if you're in the real estate listing game, your marketing is meant to generate an appointment, whether it's a buyer consult, a showing, you know, a conversation, a phone conversation about the property, that's an appointment.
So the results were the key on this one, right? But we've got to also look at, I would say the
results on that one is we had it for 35 days, two properties under contract, we're building one, and we've sold one of the specs.
So that secret sauce is actually, I don't think you can actually, the ingredients are, it's a culmination of a bunch of different things.
It is.
Within the group. But that translates into our commercial side as well. I mean, we've been fortunate enough to be able to utilize that same sauce and those formulas on the commercial side and take the building that we're in, and it has never been as leased up as it is right now. Yep. We just did the same thing, got another building that was commercial, 100% leased down the road. You know, who are they calling immediately when a vacancy is coming available? Yeah. I think we can't say it is one component of that's in the secret sauce.
No. I mean, I'm harping on professional photos, and you're probably going to watch this video and say, oh, it's just photos. No, because whether you have the photos, the video, you have this fantastic book, as we'll call it, right? Sphere. But you don't have the distribution down. So you got to know your industry. Commercial distribution is going to be different than residential. And, you know, subdivision distribution is going to be different than a 200-acre property distribution. Are you going land and farm? Or if you're in the commercial game, are you boosting on LoopNet? Are you boosting on Facebook? Right. You know, are you utilizing Instagram? Are you doing short video? Where are you distributing? And are you looking at the property and saying, okay, we have these 10 or 12 distribution methods. These 6 make sense for this property. We're going to implement here. But you have to know your industry. You have to know if it's a lease. You have to know all these things, which comes back to, do I have the experience to be able to put in the goods to this marketing plan?
And then reacting to where you're seeing the impact.
Yep.
You know, if people are pulling from a certain area, do you then get very targeted and go after that area? It's it's a skill. It's an art.
In 2017, at our fingertips, we have more information than anybody else in real estate had before, right? So in my opinion, it's the easiest times to market, yet I find so many agents are struggling to get over the, I'm just going to put it on the MLS, put a sign out there.
But that worked historically, right? Because that's the only avenue they had. So why, you know, you're telling somebody that has been extremely successful doing it that way, that may not work anymore. Or it's allowing people like us to come in and actually start taking market share.
Get a ton of market share. So if you're a new agent out there, absolutely look at what's working in a 2017 landscape, because that's going to give you the skills needed. So when things change in 18, 19, 20, you're going to be first to move on that. Drop us a comment. If you're listing a property, what's your secret sauce? Anything you've got, love to learn, share with us. See ya.